Brothers and sisters, welcome back to Be Encouraged. It is indeed a pleasure to have you join me one more week on Be Encouraged. And today's topic is this: it is about time you let it go. It is about time you let it go. And the reading comes to us today from the book of Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 43, verse 18 and 19. And I'm reading from the NIV Bible. It reads, "Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland." Those were the words of God. Thanks be to God. Very often on this Christian journey, the enemy uses our past experiences to trap us in our past. And today we are reminded in God's words that we need to forget the former things. Anything in our lives that prevent us from having the faith, the trust, the confidence, the joy of our salvation, and the joy in serving God, we need to forget it, or forget them, I should say. Past failures, past regrets, the what if. I should have done it this way, I should have done that. Things 15 years ago, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, a month ago. God is saying to us today, listen, if you continue to be trapped by the enemy in your past, you will never ever see the blessings, the new things that I want to do in your life. Not because something didn't happen 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, last week. It doesn't mean that God cannot change that situation and work through that situation for you. And today, my brothers and sisters, I do not know the things in your past that are holding you back from the blessings that God has in store for you, from all those victories that God wants you to have. I do not know. But you know the things that constantly bug you down, constantly trap you by the enemy to think about, that you can't enjoy the goodness, the mercies, the blessing, and all the things that God wants you to enjoy. Why live in the past? Why allow that regret to be coming up so often in your life that you can't even focus on what God wants to do in your life? The past failure, why going back there? God doesn't want his children to live in the past. Any past experience that you have that will not bring God glory, honor, and praise, that will not increase your faith, your trust, your confidence in God, your desire to go on for God, and your desire to be motivated and be encouraged on your journey, you need to forget about them. God wants to put some oasis in those desert places in your life, but you can't perceive it. Why? You're trapped in the past. So this week, my brothers and sisters, when the enemy brings up your past experiences, your past failures, your past regrets, and want you to live there this week, you're going to say to him, "Devil, let me tell you something. God reminded me this week that I should forget the former things. And I refuse this week, in fact, from now onwards, to live in my past. I'm going to start saying the things that God wants me to see, the new season in my life, the new season of greatness, the new season of victory, the new season of favor. I am going to look to God for the new season, because God, my brothers and sisters, He wants to put some oasis in those desert places in your lives. He wants to put streams in those wasteland, but because you are so caught up in your past, you can't perceive it. You can't see it. And God is saying today, my son, my daughter, I want you to forget those things. Anything in your life that does not bring me honor, praise, glory, that does not allow you to praise me, to magnify me, and to have more faith and more confidence and trust in me, You need to forget about them. Will you? Will you forget about those things and move into the new season that God wants you to move into? May God bless you. Have a wonderful week. And please do join me next week for a brand new video on Be Encouraged.